Hello, hello, this is Christina Waschko and you're watching Motherpreneur TV. Information, inspiration and entertainment from mothers to mothers. Now, would you agree with me if I say most of us, we want to live a purposeful life. We want to live a life being true to ourselves. We want to be dynamic and successful. Because if we find and live our life's purpose, then this is going to happen.
And what's amazing about when we live in our brilliant selves is that we're probably following our passions and our gifts, really our true life purpose. And the importance of that is that when we live those, just like Christina is doing the video, you know, and interviewing people and pulling the best out of them, that's what makes the world better.
Now, this sounds all nice and good. The question I have is, how exactly am I supposed to do this? How can I say yes to myself? How can I say no to so many requests I'm getting to help and support others? How can I find the balance in my life, the balance everybody's talking about? And how do I get over this keeping up with the Joneses syndrome? My guest today, she can answer all of these questions. It is the amazing, talented, plain speaking, no nonsense, highly educational, motivational and informative Diane Rolston. Diane is a qualified and certified trailblazer, and she's going to tell you in a second what exactly that is. Diane is the founder and conductor of Dynamic Women in Action, a highly successful meetup group here in Vancouver. She started in one location with 20 people and turned it into a 7-location, over 400 member strong meetup group. I mean, how dynamic is this lady? Now, sit back, relax, I see you at the end and enjoy. Supergirl, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
So tell me, what is a dynamic woman and what is a dynamic woman in action? And I want to know, am I a dynamic woman? So, off we go here.
Let's go through all three.
Tell us.
Okay. Well, first off, I want you to know that yes, you are a dynamic woman. So you've got that covered. Now, I don't want to say that a dynamic woman is specifically one thing or another, but it really comes down to our core values. We, as dynamic women, we really value relationship building,
Right?
supporting each other in a true and authentic way, and being, I think, open and honest about where we're at. So it's not about being on and being like, I'm dynamic and this is me and kind of pushing your power onto other people, but it's like, hey, this is me and this is real and I'm authentic and these are my struggles and these are my successes, and not being, you know, like apologetic for successes.
Right.
Like
I introduced you not as a life coach, I introduced you as a trailblazer. So tell me, what are you, what is a trailblazer?
Well, it's not that I don't want you to say that I'm a life coach, because I'm a trained, certified,
You're proud of it, of course.
proactive coach.
Yeah.
But it's that a lot of people still feel there's maybe a stigma attached to hiring a life coach, like, oh, I can't organize my own life, I can't figure out my own life, so I have to pay someone to help me with that.
Yeah.
But I see it more like the professional athletes out there have coaches. The Olympians have coaches.
Right.
What's the difference between all the Olympians?
Yeah.
Possibly a better coach, right? Because they're so close.
Right.
And it's not about your life sucks or you're broken, you need to be fixed. It's like, you're awesome, but let's make things even better, or let's help your success come even faster.
Excuse me, can you say that again? You are not broken, you don't need to be fixed. You
No,
are awesome.
I
like it.
I don't fix
Like
people.
it.
I don't. I just make them, it's like they're already brilliant, but sometimes they need that mirror.
Right.
Or sometimes they need that champion, because things they're trying to take on are big and feel overwhelming. So it's like, oh my gosh, you can totally do that.
So you're our cheerleader.
Yeah.
You're the cheerleader and the trailblazer.
Cheerleader, champion, but trailblazer for me is, I've always been a leader in some capacity, but my definition of leader is there's a leader and there's followers.
Right.
And there's a different dynamic there.
Yeah.
Where trailblazer, it's not like I'm the leader, follow me. It's like, hey, I went here. I did this. You can totally do it.
I like it. Like it.
It's like, let me show you how.
Like it. So what did you do that we say, man, she blazed the trail for us?
No, it's not just about trailblazing in business.
Yeah.
Though I was able to leave a 9-to-5 and start my own business. Right?
Yeah.
So it's being able to have the business you want, but also live your priorities. So family, and for me it's freedom, being able to travel back to Ontario to see my parents and my in-laws and have that relationship. There's so many people that have limiting beliefs that come out as excuses or as reasons.
Yeah,
I can't do it because this, I can't do it because of this.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I am currently running a business, running Dynamic Women. I have a 2.5-year-old. I'm pregnant, and I haven't stopped. And that's not to say don't stop.
Yeah.
But it's about me recognizing that I don't have limitations, but I do also want to be gentle and care for
But then don't you think it's also a personality? You're a go-getter. You are very. Diane is very. Oh, I like it. She's very German. If you're sure you're not German?
I'm not German.
She is so good.
No. No.
You're just so wonderful. How you conduct your meetings and what you teach us is brilliant. It really speaks to my heart. This is me. I like it, and the personality. You're very strict. In a nice way, and I like that. Yeah, I like that. But don't you think it's personality that we are either the A or B personality? That
yes.
Of course I can do it. I'm a dynamic woman.
Yes, and I agree with that for sure. I'm very much the active side, but actually becoming a mother threw me on the other side. It was really funny. My daughter has taught me how to be more present.
I wanted to ask you because you have a very interesting definition of balance. I have my definition of balance. Let's hear your definition of.
Well, the issue with balance is that people keep thinking, I balance work and life. But actually work is only one of 10 areas of life. So if you put that into life and you go to the wheel of life, which is a professional coaching tool, that's where the balance is lying, in that. And how satisfied are you in each area? It's not how good do you look on paper, or how successful are you in other people's eyes. It's how content are you in all those areas. You're never going to feel balanced if you're trying to balance work and life. Because the life side is just too heavy, but that's what people want to focus on.
I hear that so often, that we don't care for ourselves. Why do you think that is?
It's not that we don't care for ourselves, it's that we put a lot of people before our own needs.
Yes. But don't you think it's because we are born that way? We are nurturers, we are mothers, we are
nurturers. But it's that oxygen mask thing. You have to do your own first. Right? So people feel guilty about taking me time.
Right.
We don't keep commitments to ourselves. Basically, that's what it boils down to. We schedule things for other people. People call us up, I need you for this, and we drop everything for them because we don't say no.
So tell us, what would be your tips then on how can we put ourselves first? Yeah, do you have, I like these 3 or 4 tips. I like that.
Well, let's see what comes out. First thing is you need to schedule time for yourself.
Right.
It's about having consistency with it. So not like, oh yeah, once this week and once in another month. It's about making it a priority that you will not change that. So the trick to keeping it as a priority is to have it first thing in the day. Because as the day goes on, you're more likely to find excuses or let other people's
I have to cook dinner. I have to pick up the children. I have to call you. I have to, first thing, that's good.
And then make it a routine.
Okay.
So actually that's CPR. Consistency, priority, and routine. If you've got those for me time, that's super important. And then the second part, say no.
Say no, okay.
Now
say no to what?
To people.
Okay.
To demands.
Okay.
And the funny thing about that is, we're terrible at saying no. We feel obligated to say yes. So I encourage everyone to just say, thanks for thinking of me. Can I get back to you?
Lovely. That's
Can
a
I
good
get
one.
back to you? So then you get to step back. You get to really sit with it and go, do I really want to do this, or is it obligation? Next, when you go back, if you don't want to say yes, but it's hard to say no, then say yes in your own mind. So in my mind, I said, I'm saying yes to spending more time with my family, and I'm saying yes to my business and keeping on the path I've already made. Then when you go to say no, remember, it's not that you're saying no to them, you're saying yes to priorities.
Yeah.
And then when you're really good at it, just say no.
Nice.
Just say no.
Nice. Yeah. Is there balance?
There is finding a smoother ride through our wheel of life.
Mm-hmm.
Creating that. It's not about being perfect 10s in all areas. It's just about getting it to feel a little less like, my business is going great and I have no social life, right? I'm a really good mother, but my marriage sucks. It's not this up and down. It's like, yeah, things are going
And you are blazing the trail for us. It is possible. So you're a good mother. You have a good marriage. You have a great business. I know you have a great business.
You know, I'm not going to say everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Because I'd be lying.
Yeah.
I'm just like everyone else.
So, but can you give us tips? Any tips on if we have this dream in our heart, we want to change our life, we have this idea, we want to get it off, but I also am a mother and I'm married and I would like to stay married and I would like my children to stay married. I like my children to call me mom.
Yeah. When I do my Key to Success workshop, I talk about the importance of first investing in yourself so that you're taken care of.
Yeah.
I talk about the importance of you being able to have a life plan and a business plan.
Okay.
So we always pick a business plan,
Yeah.
but where's the life plan? So
I've
meaning,
never heard of a life plan.
so meaning like, okay, husband,
Yeah.
I'm going in this crazy time, but how often do we want to have dates?
Right.
Or, you know, design. So you need to design the areas of life as you design your business. A lot of times people focus on just designing the plan of their business and they forget about everything else. Like, well, I will just work 12, 15, 18-hour days.
Yeah.
Well, when are you exercising? When are you seeing your family? When are you having friend time?
And
time?
everything
All
is just
that
getting
stuff.
real. What does this mean?
Getting real is like, you know, that friend is draining my energy. That activity is taking way too much of my time.
I told you
no.
she's a good one.
Say no.
I like it,
Say no. You know, and for me, perfectionism. I'm a recovering perfectionist.
Right.
I struggle with that sometimes, but it's like letting go. Like you scratched your nose on the video. Are we gonna reshoot this?
No.
No, it doesn't matter. It's about being real. Like whatever. This is me. I'm scratching. You know, I'm fixing my hair. I do that in my videos all the time. I don't have time to reshoot it. If you're a perfectionist, it's going to be hard for you because everything you do is going to have to be uber planned and done perfectly. But if you can just kind of let go of that, it's a lot easier. You'll achieve more. You'll move forward faster.
Nice. Forget about being a perfectionist.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah.
And don't feel you have to run a mile a minute.
Right.
For me, I realized if I want to be a good mom, my business is going to grow a little bit slower than if I wasn't, you know, a mom.
Yeah. Isn't that brilliant? Diane, you are fantastic. You can have babies and run your business and be successful. No, that is fantastic.
It's about choice.
Yeah.
And the moment I think I don't have choice, I'm a victim of my circumstances.
True trailblazer. I love this. So what is your definition of being a successful in your eyes person?
Success comes from satisfaction. I used to think success came from achievements or coming from material things or people, you know, more people knowing me.
Yeah.
And then I realized, no. Success for me is life satisfaction, which everyone can achieve in their own way.
Say that again.
Everyone can achieve satisfaction.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's for you. It's perfectly balanced for you. It's perfectly, you know, it's your model of it, not society's model of success.
It has nothing to do with having 3 cars, a grand
No.
house. How do you get
No.
over this? There are so many of us who think, oh, what should the Joneses, what's the saying? Do as the Joneses do?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
They
that.
got this and I have to have this.
Yeah. I need to have that too. How do you get over that?
It comes down to really,
Knowing who you are. Knowing.
Yeah. If you go back to what are your values, what are your priorities, and where in your life are you needing to be more satisfied, that's where the focus should be. Otherwise, you're constantly chasing other people's success or dreams
like
or whatever.
Last bit.
Yes.
Tell me, what is this with us women that so many of us, we have a problem with? I am worth so much more, but I don't want to charge that much because then it would probably cut me out of the game, or people think, oh, I'm snobbish. They think, you know, what is that with us women that we don't ask for what we want? We say yes to everything, but we don't.
Yes, I'll do that with so many hours and not ask for anything in return.
Why is that? Why is that?
It comes down to two things, I'd say: knowing our value, and confidence to ask for that.
Easy, okay.
So people want to know, how do I get confident and how do I know my value?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Well, again, you can go back to priorities. What is your time worth? So I tell my clients all the time, hire someone to do your laundry, hire someone to cook your meals, hire someone to clean your house. If the hourly rate is going to mean you get to spend more time doing the things you like and you love in your life. But you need to know your value. So you need to maybe surround yourself with people who also know your value.
Okay, yeah.
And feed it back to you.
Right.
So we're so quick to judge ourselves, to critique ourselves. Solution for that? Celebrate more.
Like it. Yes,
Celebrate more.
Yes.
That doesn't cost money.
Yeah.
That might just mean like,
Bubble bath.
hey, oh yeah, bubble bath. Or, hey friend, what awesome thing happened to you this week? And really opening that up instead of, oh, my kids did this or this happened at work. Be like, what awesome thing happened to you this week? Why not ask people that? And then see their face light up when they go, well, actually, I made, an apple pie for the first time. And then you're like, awesome, good job. Or, my kid finally slept through the night. And
it's not bragging. It's not bragging, is it? It's not bragging.
No.
So we have to get this out of our system.
It's being humble in it. Yeah. But it's being able to express it, not so that maybe other people know, but so that you hear yourself say it and you start believing it. And when you believe that, then you start to feel confident about yourself and you start to have the value there. I always say to my clients, when you're charging for a service, you should kind of gulp when you say it.
Right.
That means you're just beyond your comfort zone. And when it becomes really easy to say, and my rate is, and my fee is, then you know you need to up your rate.
Right.
Because
that is brilliant.
you become more confident and you've probably become more of an expert in what you're doing.
Diane, I could sit here with you for hours and hours. This is like cappuccino for my brain. This is like, these are awesome, wonderful tips. I do appreciate it so much. And now you can ask yourself, are you a dynamic woman or are you a dynamic man? If you happen to be a man watching this.
There are dynamic men out there.
Diane, thank you so much. You are one kick-ass trailblazer. Congratulations, all the best with baby number 2.
Thank you.
I look forward following your career, your life path. You are a rock star. You are a rock star. Come here.
Oh, thank you
so much.
I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you pulling this out of me. I've always loved to talk and share. And that's part of being a trailblazer, is sharing. So I really appreciate you asking me these questions that allow me to share and kind of remember the things that are kind of really at the core for me. What I really want for people is to give them permission to go for what they want and to really believe at the core that they can have it. I want to give them possibilities and clarity and the confidence to actually get into action for the things that they want in life, and to never think that they are not good enough, that they can't have it, that they're not allowed to, but really that they can see what they want, figure it out, and have the right steps for them to get there.
Isn't she just amazing? I told you, she is brilliant. I mean, what I just said, I could listen to Diane forever and ever. Now, I really hope you enjoyed it, and now I have a question for you. Please tell me, what is your definition of success? Please leave us the comments below the video. Also, if you enjoyed what you just listened and watched, you share it with all your friends. Share it with all the other dynamic women and gentlemen in your life. Also, if you want to, subscribe. And with this, I say goodbye. This is the end of yet another episode here on Motherpreneur TV. You know, I appreciate your time. Super, super nice that you tuned in. Thank you. Now, I look forward to seeing you again next week. And until I do, remember, We are more than just mothers. We are an inspiration to ourselves, to our families, and to the world.